1 year ago today, Toronto Public Health confirmed the first case of what's come to be known as COVID-19 in our city. Much work was done by our health professionals ahead of that first case arriving in Toronto, and much more work, of course, has been done since then in the past year to confront the pandemic. I want to take this opportunity on this unfortunate anniversary to thank our frontline workers in our hospitals and in our long-term care homes, just to name two groups for all the work that they've done this past year, joined by many others. But I do want to pay special tribute to our own team at Toronto Public Health. This is, of course, their area of training and expertise, but nothing could possibly have prepared them for the long, intensive, sometimes tragic course that this pandemic has taken. They have addressed this public health crisis with professionalism and incredibly hard work, and I thank them for that on behalf of myself as Mayor and on behalf of all of the people of the City of Toronto. We will never forget all of our frontline heroes. Throughout this crisis, we have been focused on making sure we do everything we can to save lives and to stop the spread of the COVID-19 virus. It has required tremendous sacrifice of all of our residents and so many of our businesses, sacrifices of many different kinds. It's been a year of hardship and, sadly, a year of tragedy for many families. We will never forget the lives lost. I want people to really think about that for a moment. More than 2,000 Torontonians have been lost to COVID in a year at most, because the loss of life didn't really start for some time after the anniversary that we're marking today. This is a loss of life that is almost incomprehensible in a place like this, and should cause us to redouble our efforts to bring this pandemic to an end. And I know we're all determined to move forward this year and to defeat this virus this year. And that's why the city government is working to make sure that we do everything we can to help the federal and provincial governments to roll out the vaccines over the coming weeks and months. And while the vaccines are welcome and hopeful news, we are not letting our guard down yet. The virus remains a very real threat to each and every one of us. We must all continue to stay home as much as possible and to follow the public health advice. Wear your mask, keep your distance from others, wash your hands.